Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to Skint Living UK. If you're new here, you're more than welcome. I'm a lady who lives in England on the northwest coast in a famous city called Liverpool. We're famous for 2 football teams, 2 cathedrals, a great student life, and of course the Beatles. I live with my last grown-up son. He's 23 and we're planning on moving to Scotland soon. So I'm slowly renovating the house bit by bit. As you can see, there's pots of paint because I'm slowly working my way around painting my bedroom. Here's all my craft stuff dumped in the corner. I've been painting this wall, painting the skirting boards and the door frame. And as decorations and home decor are at the forefront of my mind at the moment because I'm thinking about getting stuff for my son when he moves, I just thought today I'd talk about thrifted home decor because it's so much cheaper than buying new stuff from posh shops. Even the mid-range ones like in Dunelm and places like that can be really expensive, and I just think why not have a go at looking online on the likes of eBay, Gumtree, car booties, and of course charity shops. And often sometimes in the summertime you might see someone having like a garage sale or an attic sale where you can pick up a bargain or two. So I just thought I'd show you some items that you may or may not have seen if you're one of my regular viewers, and some of the decor items that I've got. This is Hellenic Warrior, as it says on here. I picked this up at a car booty. It's made of copper. I just think it's lovely, and it's on a marble plinth, and that cost me £8 at a car booty, which is expensive for me but probably cheap really. I just thought it was unusual because usually it's made of that dull metal. Because it was copper, I thought, oh yeah, definitely be picking that up. I picked up these Tutankhamun stamps from a charity shop. They were expensive. I think they were like £15, but I love anything to do with ancient history and archaeology, like the Carthaginians, the Phoenicians, the Olmecs, Toltecs, all that sort of thing. And my main passion, my main love is of course Egypt. I've got Egyptian stuff all over the house. I've been fortunate to go twice, and when we went the first time, me and my son went on an overnight stay to Cairo, and we went to the Egyptian Museum, and we went to see the pyramids. We actually went into the second biggest pyramid, Khafre's. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So I thought, when I get a nice little frame, I'm going to frame these up together, and I just think it'll make a nice piece of decor. I like these little paperweights. This is not a proper millifory one, but it is just as nice. That'll go in the bedroom. They were 50p each. Years ago I used to be partial to martini as a drink. Now I'm a Guinness drinker really. I don't really drink spirits anymore, but when I move to Scotland I will go on the distillery tours, because if you're up there, why not? So this was originally in a frame, and I just think it's an attractive item, so that'll probably end up on my vintage drinks trolley. And I think it was like £1 or something. It wasn't expensive. I have a great love of Art Deco. This is one of those plaster wall plaques. It's chipped. Everything's dusty in the house at the moment because I'm doing work on the bedrooms upstairs. So please excuse the dust. This is chalkware. I've had this 20 odd years. I think it's beautiful. Very stylish, and that'll be going up in the living room when I do the living room. This is a miniature sewing machine. As you can see my hand against it. It's cast iron, got lovely like birdie motifs on it. Absolutely beautiful. I've got a bigger one downstairs, I couldn't get it up the stairs, and it's an Egyptian one. So yeah, at the moment we're using it as a doorstop. But I love anything to do with old sewing machines. And funny enough, that's where my older son is, up in Scotland at the moment. He's by where the old Singer factory used to be, up in Clydebank. So if you're up in Scotland, you probably might know Clydebank. It's also on the edge of Glasgow. Yeah, so when we move, we won't be going to Clydebank. We're looking further afield. I picked up this poster years ago. I always thought when I get round to it, I'll make a craft room. Still hasn't happened. And again, I think I've had this 20 odd years. It's an old poster showing you how to do stitches, decorative stitches, and I just like it. I think anything vintage like that looks beautiful on your wall, whether it's in a craft room or not. So I just might put that up anyway in the living room, because I haven't got much decor for it. As I said, I like Egyptian stuff. This is, I'll come round the other side of my bed so you can see more clearly. This is a 1920s wash bowl and jug. The palm trees, the pyramids, and lovely blues. Blue's my favourite colour. It's a bit old, a bit knackered, a bit like myself, but I just thought, oh, I've got to have that. And then over the years, I've picked up another couple of things. This is a soap dish, which is also matches, and a little vase. So they must have produced a big collection of items, wash items. I think it's 1920s style, but it's probably later. My suspicions is 70s, because there was a big rave of Egyptian stuff in the 70s, but I just think it's beautiful. And that goes over here. At the moment, my bedside's pulled out because I've been painting the skirting boards. So what I've been doing each day is like pull a little bit of furniture out, paint a skirting board, put it back next day when it's dry, and pull another little bit of furniture out and paint a skirting board. So I'm slowly working my way around the room. I'm hoping to get some new carpet soon, because the carpet needs replacing desperately. So yeah, so I do absolutely love Art Deco. I've got these are modern ones. I've got one either side of my bed. I think they were £70, because the original Art Deco lamps, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, as you can see, beautiful one either side. This crystal frame came from a charity shop. It was in a box, proper lead crystal. I think it's also Art Deco in style, with the little motifs etched into the glass. I'm a big fan of Lloyd loom. I've got bits of it everywhere, and I've put like an Art Deco type wallpaper on it and painted it in sort of Art Deco colours, little black feet, and then silver. Did the same with the stool, black legs, and so just soon stays in my carpet. Do you know what I did? Oh, I'm just fuming. That's just like the shoe polish. I pulled the lid off and it just went everywhere. I need a new carpet in here anyway, but it looks like I've murdered somebody. Yeah, so yeah, I love Lloyd loom. I've got lots of Lloyd loom. I've got Lloyd loom trunk at the end of my bed. It's like a curvy shape. That's all needs painting and reupholstering, so I'm going to do that, because when I move house I'm going to have a blue bedroom, so I've started buying blue things, as you can see with me pillow and me bed throw. Yeah, so let's just get back to stuff I've got. Like I said, because I like Egyptian stuff, I found this about 8-10 years ago. The famous Nefertiti, again in copper. I think someone's actually made this. It's like wood, plywood. They've put like this textured background on and a 3D copper Nefertiti. I can't remember how much I paid for that, but that sits on my fireplace and Plyder Place. And on the other side is the copper warrior. I've been to Turkey loads of times on happy holidays, and there's a famous place there called Ephesus. I brought back a statue. I had a workman in the house who was replacing all my radiators for me, and he took it. I was flabbergasted. So for years I've been looking for one. You can pick them up. The white, like a white chalky type made of white chalky type stuff, stone, and but they're all abroad, so you know what it's like now because of Brexit. And I came across this statue. They listed it as Egyptian. It's on a brass base, so this is a recent purchase, and it's made of some sort of metal. It might be brass, I don't know. Probably is all brass because the back of it is all shiny. Anyway, yeah, and I think he's meant to put a little candle in there. But this is the goddess Ephesus, Artemis, the Temple of Artemis, famous, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. So I've been trying to do the 7 ancient wonders. Obviously, we're going to get to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I've been to Halicarnassus, on Rhodes, as well. So I've been lucky to sort of tick off a few of the ancient 7 wonders of the world. But when I seen this online, I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna get that. It was like 20 odd quid, but I just thought, no, I'm getting that. Again, sticking with the Egyptian theme and Art Deco, is this wall plaque made of pottery, porcelain, and it's a Tutankhamun type thing. This is actually 20s or 30s. Usually when you see things like these, the 70s with the revival, because I think there was an Egyptian tour that came to the British Museum, so everyone was all excited about Egyptian stuff again, so lots of things were made for tourists, and other people were cashing in on it as well. But this is a genuine Art Deco item. It's beautiful. I think it's Czechoslovakian. In them days they would call it Bohemian. I just love it. And it's got like soft green as well on his headdress, on his nemes. Another cast iron item I've got is, this is an old desk item, and you press it down and it embosses the company logo onto the company paper. Again, very decorative. It's probably late Victorian, early Edwardian. Absolutely brilliant. I love anything like that. So it also goes with me little sewing machine. Of course, the obligatory blue and white pottery. I've got willow pattern stuff, but I just thought this was pretty because of the shape of it. Bit unusual, and that hangs on my dresser with the birdies and stuff on. Who's that by? Lawleys, whoever they are. So it's probably old, but it's another charity shop find. Probably £1 or so because I'm cheap. Of course, a lot of people have these, but I just think they're really stylish, iconic. Graphology, the graphics are just amazing. Oxo cubes, metal tin, that's on in the kitchen on a shelf. 1970s item on obviously it's the Sphinx. You see a lot of these online now. This was a charity shop find. It's usually of the Tutankhamun bust or Nefertiti. I just thought, oh, I don't often see the Sphinx, so I got the Sphinx one on an onyx base. So you often see these knocking about here, there and everywhere. Often at car booties as well. I just thought, oh wow. Another thing I like buying is fossils. I've got a few around the house. This is an ammonite. When the kids were little, we often used to go to Scarborough and Whitby, so that's where I picked this up, at Whitby. Absolutely love Whitby with all the sailing ships, amazing fish and chips. They have like this big train bus that looks like a train that takes you here, there and everywhere. Beach is beautiful. Gothic cathedral, castle, whatever you call it, church up on the hill. Amazing views, amazing city, absolutely lovely people there. So we often used to take a day trip to Whitby when we were in Scarborough because we just loved it. Just a great place to go. And they had fabulous shops, lots of second-hand shops, lots of antique shops. So it was great to have a little troll around. and I got the obligatory fossil because they were always selling fossils and amber jewellery. I can't find it. I've got an amber bracelet, silver and amber bracelet around somewhere, and I can't find it. I'm so annoyed with myself. But yeah, that was from Whitby as well, and jet, because Whitby became famous for jet because Queen Victoria wore jet a lot after Prince Alfred died, so Whitby became famous for selling the jet jewellery. I love this. It's just a little flight of whimsy. The 3 wise monkeys, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Just grace. I've had this 30, maybe 40 years. I've just had it forever. I just think it's funny, absolutely brilliant. You can get modern versions of it, but yeah, because it's so little, it's really portable. Of course, the obligatory wicker basket. You can't have vintage decor without a wicker basket. This is in our bathroom where I put the toilet rolls in on a shelf. I just think wicker baskets is great. I'm looking for a couple for my box bedroom I've just renovated. I just think they're so pretty and useful for storage too. And last but no means least, this is a World War camera. There's big controversy over these cameras because the soldiers were taking photos of the war. You know, people being murdered, dead, well, they are murdered in war, aren't they? And dead, lying on the fields of battle. Battlefields, sorry. And they got banned. The military told them, no, you can't take them. So there was a big controversy over cameras because the powers that be didn't like the masses knowing what was really happening. But it is lovely, isn't it? I've got the like a canvassy, thick canvassy case that I came in, but I just love it when it's all folded up like that. Concertina like. It's fabulous, isn't it? That was an eBay find, that, because I was looking for one for years, and the concertina bit, because it's like papery fabric, was always damaged. This is slightly damaged, but I just thought, oh yeah, I've got to get one. Been after one for years. Yeah, so I just thought, nostalgic piece of history, but interesting piece of decor. So if you've got anything interesting that you have for your decor that was vintage, that you found online, maybe in an antique shop, a house clearance, car booty, or even off a family, an heirloom passed down, let me know, because I'm always fascinated what people find interesting. With me, I'm quite narrow. I like Art Deco, I like Egypt and ancient things, and craft items. So there you go. I finished whittling on now. Thank you for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching. And if you could be so kind, could you please like and leave a comment so the YouTube algorithm knows I exist. Bye for now.